Kia ora. Overcast day today. Welcome to Monday the 15th of August 2022. Anno Domini, or however you want to measure it. Time is time. Got a lot of tromboncinos starting to surface. Let's see if we can get some better video footage of this. So these are the tromboncinos. These are our wild ones. Volunteer tromboncinos. And still some more flowering there, some more fruit potentially coming through. I gotta be honest, I'm really not sure how many tromboncinos we are going to find. And again, to be honest, we still have tromboncino from last season. So this may be just poking around in the brush here. This is going to be a process of exploration and discovery, I think, in terms of what we're going to find and what was the pig zone, which is now getting pretty overgrown with vines. And you know about Oklahoma saying the grass is as high as an elephant's eye? Well, this is that grass. Okay. Alright, so we're all back from Tennessee and getting ready for the next adventure. A few things for today, and I'll try and again keep this relatively short. Back pain, threw my back out again. Just recovered for the trip down, so I need to do something about that because I will be using it a lot in the foreseeable future, and I don't want to leave it till the last minute. So some of this is to do with losing more weight. It won't hurt, so I am going to be a little more judicious with my ketovore diet and actually really start following it. We have been a little bad while we were away with not junk food, but lots of carbs and stuff that we really shouldn't be eating. As you do, you go out for meals and snacks and stuff on the drive down and on the way back. So that's all paying the piper forward. So that's all playing catch up basically. And I know this because I get joint pain in my foot. Old age creeping in, but so they're all warning signs saying you're overdoing certain things and you really shouldn't be doing it anymore. So anyway, Monday, start of a new work week. I will be increasing my fluid intake because I don't think I've been drinking enough water. I was trying to be good and that was working well, and then I did not stay on the path. So we'll be drinking. I'll probably be doubling my fluid intake. I don't know, there's lots of formulas out there. You're supposed to drink half your body weight in pounds and ounces and blah, 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 blah. But bottom line is this, just drink more water and drink water regularly before a meal and after a meal. And go from there. See how you go. So that's the resolution. And we shall see whether I adhere to that. but I do need to drop some of this weight that I've gained since coming to America, because it's not going away, and I'm getting older, and it's not going to go away that much easier either. So anyway, rambling on about that. Our nest duck has finally had her ducklings. She had a bad run the first time through because while she had the nesting instinct, for sure the eggs that she had weren't viable. We left her just to sit on those because it was easier to manage a few other ducks. But this time around she's basically had ducklings, but unfortunately they're up in the nest box, which means they keep falling out of the nest box. And while we can play natural selection and, let them do whatever they're going to do, which, ducks be ducks, if we can, at least keep an eye on them, then that's, going to help keep them alive a little bit longer. We still have to deal with the remainder of the ducks, determine what we're going to do moving forwards, which leads me to my ramble really, which is, I guess, security, property security in a roundabout sort of way. I've been kind of thinking about property security, and we'll talk a little bit about that. It is nice and calm here at the bottom of the property. Again, you can see this is pretty overgrown because I have not been doing anything, because we sold the sheep, and therefore the sheepies are not here to help out. Probably do need to get in and start working on rolling up this fence line though. It's going to be a bit of a problem to get to otherwise before too long. But with trips away and weather and stuff, it's not been super conducive in the heat, but now the weather seems to have calmed down a bit. I think we'll definitely have to get on top of it. It's quite pretty though. A lot of wildflowers and things, which is kind of nice. Bit of a tangent. I know I was talking about our security. Just go for a bit of a walk through here. So yeah, security. So two thoughts on security. One is property security, which is knowing when people come onto your property, and so you can basically do something about it. So alerting. And the other side is livestock security, because there are a lot more predators in Tennessee compared to where we are. This is the view down field. A lot of bird life in the woods. And we're bringing all these shelters down with us. This used to be the boy zone for the sheep, but there's nothing stopping a predator coming in and going, "Hello, delicious. Would you like to join me for a meal?" With the idea being the sheep are the meal. So, yes. So with that in mind, a couple of things that we will be doing. We're taking a page out of what some friends have done on their off-grid property and putting in some early alerting systems. Basically sensors. I probably shouldn't be telling you this if you're thinking of robbing our property, but I'm pretty sure if you're watching this you're not planning on robbing our property. And of course we do have the ultimate defense, which involves going bang, so there is that. However, one should never want to actually ever use that. Better to actually just not get in that situation in the first place. But anyway, tangent. So sensors. So initially we'll be putting a grid of sensors up, and they're not super expensive, and really they're just designed as an early warning system. Think of the motion trackers on the Aliens movie, you know, where you get the blips. So we'll be setting some zones up, probably closer to the property, so that we know when things are being tripped in certain directions, but primarily coming up the driveway. And the other part will probably be a little further afield, actually out in the woods proper. If there's anything roaming around in there, it's either wildlife of the four-legged variety or wildlife of the two-legged variety. The former we're okay with, the latter shouldn't be on our land, which means they've ignored signs and all that kind of stuff. So that's really the alerting side of it. A little more expensive is the security camera side of things, which again we'll probably do. I am mixed on those. They have their uses. You kind of want to maintain privacy though, so you know they may be something that we have to think about. You know, trail cams and stuff like that are a given, because we still want to be able to record what's going on, and then go and visit those from time to time and catch the footage and review it and see what's kind of wandering around, so we get a feel for, you know, deer and possums and whatever roaming around the place. But the bottom line here again is security is a consideration that you do need with your property. Where we are here, we have not really had to worry about it because, you know, our neighbours, we know them, are relatively close. It's quite open. There have been situations when we've had, shall we say, undesirables turn up. We've usually had early warning, or we've given them short shrift and pretty much told them to PO. So while we have neighbours down in the new place, by neighbours they're a markedly long distance away, and nobody's kind of connected via telephone and stuff. I think we may have shared some numbers, but you know, you're not really you're gonna keep an eye out, but you're not actively doing a neighbourhood watch type thing. So that's that for security, and we'll see how that goes. The other side is livestock security. This one's a little tougher because it means, you know, livestock guardian dogs usually. And we've got chickens and ducks, and lots of fencing that we can put up and put a bit of electricity through relatively easily as a disincentive. But the reality is we are going to be in the wilderness, and there's going to be critters that are going to go yum yum delicious food on legs that can't really get away quickly. So we are expecting casualties, I guess. Hopefully not entire flock casualties. That would be dire. But the nature of some of our livestock, ducks in particular, is that they will find places for nests, and they will lay their eggs, and there's, you know, kind of not much you can do about it if you free range them. And we don't have a lot of grass and stuff like that, so to free range them means there's a weird conversation going on over here. I'm not sure what's going on. To free range them means, you know, really giving them free range out into the woods, which is obviously going to expose them to things. So we shall see. What is going on here? Oh, Kirsten's home. And the ducks are excited apparently because Kirsten's home. Hi, Kirsten. You're on video. Congratulations.
You guys are already fed.
Yep. So the ducks are very excited, apparently. So, yeah. These are little ducklings, the survivors, the ones that we've sold off. These ones are grown up. There's at least one girl in there. So, more girls. Way over there is barn duck with her babies. Taking them out for a walk. One of her ducklings has one eye. I'm not sure if it's the one, little yellow one far off in the distance, or the one over by the barn there, feeding. So we're going to see whether he or she survives. What's going on, sweetheart? Being a good girl? Laying more eggs, making babies? Alright, in case you're wondering what's going on with this particular video, I'm just experimenting with stopping and starting and flipping, and they'll probably put some transitions or something in just to make it not quite so harsh. But the iPhone does not have a wonderful feature which allows you to flip video back and forth between the front and back camera, which is really annoying. And there are some apps that allow you to do that. But anyway, I digress. This has taken a little longer than I thought. I'll talk again about livestock security later. Anyway, hope you have a great day. Kia ora. Take care. Talk again tomorrow.